What's going on, nerds? Today is Batman Day, as you can tell by my t-shirt and probably the title of the video. I've got Tim Burton's Batman playing on my TV at the moment, because it's just on TV. So I think it's kind of cool, because, not every station, acknowledges Batman Day. But it's on TNT right now, so I'm like, why not? But yeah, seeing as how it's Batman Day, I figured I'd give a small review and just talk about, Batman in general, I guess. So, before we begin, reviews may not come out as often, like as once a week or whatever, because I am in college, and college is a bit more difficult than I expected. I was hoping I could, do like homework and work and this, but I cannot. Most of my time is going into homework. If it's not going into homework, then it's going into video games at the moment. But yeah, and I don't know if you can see it back there, I've got a big old bag of comic books. So you're gonna see what's in that bag soon. Anyway, so for our review on Batman Day is Batman vs. Two-Face. So apparently this is the first one I heard of, because I didn't know that these animated like 60s Batman things were a thing. Because I'd heard about this, like, I don't know, maybe a year before it came out, and I was really excited, because I'm like, oh, Adam West and Burt Ward are coming back, that's pretty cool. But, I first one I'd heard of, but then I did some Googling, and I found out there's at least, like, maybe two or one more of these, which is pretty cool. And as far as I know, I think this is the last thing that Adam West worked on, maybe. Might fact check me in the comments, but I think this is the last thing he worked on. At least as Batman, anyway. But, yeah, this is pretty cool. So, for a little, synopsis, Batman and Robin, sorry, I couldn't think of the word, but Batman and Robin are fighting King Tut for, most of it, and then this new thing known as the Two-Face pops up, or not the Two-Face, Two-Face comes up by the woodworks, and now Batman and Robin have to, stop him. What's going on? What's the problem? Who's this Two-Face guy? But yeah. So now we have a little adventure between Batman and Two-Face and Robin and whatnot. And Catwoman's there too, I guess. So, let's start with, like, the bad, I guess. Because there's not a lot wrong with it, per se. My main gripe I noticed with it is maybe, in my personal opinion, I think it's a bit too long, because, like, the stuff with King Tut kind of, like, pads it out a little bit, which is meh. And also, like, the main thing was, I think this is Julie Newmar, right? Yeah, Julie Newmar is Catwoman. I'm pretty sure there's two different Catwomen in the 60s universe. But yeah, Julie Newmar, her voice acting, granted, to be fair, I can't really judge because she gets paid for this sort of stuff. I don't, so I'm just a critic or whatever. But her voice acting is, at least in my opinion, I thought there was a little to be desired. There was, like, sometimes it seemed kind of flat, but I mean, everything other than that was pretty good. The animation's fine. Adam West and Burt Ward do a good job at their respective roles, and you get William Shatner as Two-Face, so that's pretty cool. He does a good job, I think, as well, or at least he does a William Shatner kind of performance. But yeah, I thought this is, not bad. Again, a little long, but it was okay. But yeah, on to more pressing matters. I know Stanley died, like, about a year ago, give or take. Died, like, November of last year, and it's September. So we're getting close to about a year of Stanley's death. And I know that, like, I know a lot of people don't really I've seen a lot of stuff that's like against Stan Lee and whatnot, and there are points to be made. I'm not going to go into them now, but there are points to be made about Stan Lee and his creations and what he took credit for, all that stuff. But on a bigger note, of course, if you don't know, I'll inform you. But if you know, then I'm going to go into the big old spiel of Bob Kane. But if you don't know, Bob Kane is the for many years, pretty much like until I don't know, like maybe 2 years ago, something like that, maybe like 2017 or something. Bob Kane was the sole creator of Batman. If you played a video game, watched a movie, read a comic, watched a cartoon, it would say Batman created by Bob Kane. And that's not really accurate. Because Bob Kane, at least from what I've researched, has stolen the credit from Bill Finger. Because Bob Kane created the idea of a bat-like superhero, and Bill Finger created, as far as I know, everything else, like the Batmobile and the Batcave and the Joker, all the stuff we love came from Bill Finger, and Bob Kane just stole credit. So, that's pretty schmarmy, pretty underhanded. So yeah, just a little bit of a brief synopsis on the lame person that is Bob Kane. Say what you want about Stan Lee. There are points to be made about like this and that, but to me, like Bob Kane's he's much worse. Because at least if you watch a Spider-Man movie, it'll say Stan Lee and Steve Ditko. Stan Lee didn't completely hammer Steve Ditko's coffin, or however you want to put it. He didn't completely bury the guy, But Bob Kane just completely took all the credit. No co-creator or 1/4 creator, anything like that. So yeah, there's my little video for Batman Day. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you learned a little bit about Bob Kane. If not, then thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.